Netflix have released quite a few animated series that have a wide demographic age range. Normally they are pitched at a young age and then the parents end up watching it with them and go, well, I'm actually really enjoying this. Don't tell the kids. Let's watch another episode because I want to find out what happens in this. Could this be one of those? Let's find out. Teenage rabbit Samurai Yuchi, a descendant of the great warrior Miyamoto Usagi, embarks on the epic quest to become a true samurai. Okay, so this is pitched at 6 to 12, so it kind of gives you an idea of the sort of humor that there's gonna be in there. But sometimes what you get in these animated series is the humor that is for the kids, the animation style that is for the kids, the story that is for the kids, and then above that you'll get humor that is aimed at the adults. There's this mixture, and I think there is some of that, but mostly is for the younger generation. That's not to say that if you're an adult you're not going to enjoy this with your family, or just because you love the kind of lore that they're bringing into this. I just finished a PS5 game, Ghostwire Tokyo, and there's loads of yokai, and it's pretty scary. And so I was interested to see how that would kind of translate into this animated series when dealing with yokai. And the creations of the characters are really interesting, especially their yokai. I found a lot of fun to see how they deal with that. It goes more along the kind of the spiritual route of the warriors. This ragtag team of warriors come together to either capture the yokai or see what they want. There is some background story that is worth watching for, but there is better background story with one particular character that is this thread of a storyline that isn't really the kind of like the main protagonist of the team, but I found much more interesting, and at the end of the day adds more weight to the story, that by the time you get to the 10th episode you're like, I really like that character. The animation style itself, I think, is fun. Reminds me similar to kind of Jackie Chan styles mixed with the Kung Fu Panda series rather than the movies. It isn't quite the quality of the movies, but if you take the Kung Fu Panda series and you mix it in with that kind of Jackie Chan adventures, it's kind of what you're going to get with this. In between each episode, there's this sort of flashbacks of like our rabbit's character who wants to be a samurai imagines himself having adventures, being the best samurai, and there is this 2D style animation kind of moving comics that I wish the whole series was like, because it's excellent and it's much more vibrant and entertaining and artsy, and I was like, yeah man, I could do more of that. But it's a great add-on, and I was just like, yeah, that just adds another feather in the cap of this series that I think people are going to find that this is better than they were expecting it to. I think by the thumbnail you can look at it and go, yeah, that's just for kids. There's nothing there for adults. I'm just going to put my kid in front of this. I would say if you're going to put your 6-year-old in front of this, maybe watch it with them, because there's some stuff here that may be too scary for them. But as an adult, I found it a mixed bag. I thought the story was there, especially with some of the side characters. By the time I got to the end, I was like, yeah, I could stand to see more of this. Love some of the in-jokes, but there needs to be more for the adults in that, if that's what they're trying to do. But because the age demographic is 6 to 12, I think that is where this series works best. For me, I enjoyed it in the middle part. So I'm going to give it 3 Nicolas Cages out of 5. Let me know if you've read the comics, because it is based on the comic. I think I'm enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see what they do with the future of it. Let's see if it gets a second season. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.